All right, guys, we're live now, guys. So don't say anything that you will regret afterwards. We are live, and listen, we got these 4 guys back. They're gonna school me tonight on the WWE. What's up, guys?
How are we doing?
What's going on?
Well, like I said, I had you guys on not too long ago, and you guys did really good with the politics stuff. And you guys are all baseball fans. We all gonna hit a little baseball first. But like I did say to you, the WWE has become very popular now.
Yep.
Yes, and I need to learn what's going on because I used to be heavily into it. And listen, man, you guys are gonna school me on it. But listen, let's get to a baseball first, all right?
Let's hear it.
All right. Now, Steve, you got this TikTok thing going now, right?
A little bit.
We got an influencer over here.
Now, I go on your TikTok page and I like it. You know, I like your videos. It seems you're a little upset with your team at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm always upset with the team.
All right. As us as Met fans, you know what? Let's get into the Yankees a little bit first. The Mets are on right now, but you keep talking about I think personally about. I gotta say one thing: they're a one-player team. I think the Yankees are because when Judge is down, I don't think that they can.
He's a big part of the team. I'll agree with that.
I think that he has to play well in order for them to even get past 4th place, dude.
And he hasn't been.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's one of these guys that if Aaron Judge continues to play the way he's playing, if he continues to bat 170, right?
In like the first 4 days off the IL, but go ahead.
No, yes, talking to one mic. All right, getting all upset about your boy there. All right. So that being said, like Aaron Judge, do you think he's still hurt? Do you think he's going to pull through whatever injury he has? Do you think he's going to go back to back in 380? Like, he needs to play well, dude.
Yeah, of course. Just like Soto needs to play well for you guys. You know,
right?
Like it's the same way both guys. Your stars need to play well if you want to go far and make a run.
Right.
I agree. Do I think he's gonna fall off more? No. I think he's just recovering and hasn't been playing the field. So, being around baseball, DH is a whole nother animal when you don't have those innings to go play in the field in between at bats.
Right.
That's a whole mental thing for guys. Only few guys can handle that. So it could just be him struggling just being a DH every day. But I'm not worried that it's going to be a permanent thing. He's still the best right-handed hitter in the league, whether you like it or not. So
he's the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
Like, when he's healthy, there's nobody in baseball that can hit the ball like him. He's an athlete, but that's the thing. He's big, man, and I think that's going to be a detriment to him going forward because I feel that a guy like Aaron Judge, he's got to kind of at some point say, I got to put the team on my shoulders, and that might be a detriment to him because he's going to be trying to do too much. You know what I'm trying to say?
And I've said on my videos, like, he's 33 now. In 3 years, what's this going to look like? I think he's still going to be one of the best hitters in the league, but how consistent can that be as he ages?
Okay.
I mean, he's gotten better with age, but how long can that go on?
Very true. Megan, you're obviously a Yankee fan too. Like, what's your take? Like, obviously Aaron Judge is the man. Like, what do you feel about Aaron Judge? You feel Aaron Judge needs to be the man on the team in order for the Yankees to win, or you think that they can kind of get by with him batting 170?
No, I kind of agree with you on that sense because I think when he's playing at the MVP level, like he has been like these past 2 seasons, I think it really also like motivates the team, and as a result, the team plays better. And I do agree because like when Judge is slumping, you see the clubhouse also kind of go down too, and then the slumps happen, like what's been happening, and
the slump. Well, listen, man, slumps are part of baseball. Obviously, you guys all play baseball.
Yeah.
It's like that happens. It's obviously, you play, you bat 300, you're probably going to the Hall of Fame. But you got 2 Yankee fans here right now. I think that Jeff over here, I think your Red Sox I think your Red Sox are actually, they may be moving up in order. They may pass the Blue Jays, I think, the way they're playing now.
I really hope so. All I care about right now is that the Yankees are sitting there below us. The Boston.
Wait! You just said you care more about the Yankees.
More about the Yankees.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so you're
Okay.
No.
I'm a Yankee.
so we have both Mets, Red Sox, Blue Jays, and whoever else fans that care about the Yankees more than their own team. Just want to put that.
Whoa, that's
True.
Well, you know what though, Jeff, you're not in a predicament, but like the Boston Red Sox weren't even supposed to be as good as they were this year, right? I mean, they got a lot of young guys. I mean, they were going to trade everybody a couple weeks ago.
I know, and then Cedane Rafaela happened. Jared Duran actually started.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
That was like, they just started meshing.
What now? Their farm system is obviously ridiculous. I mean, because you got every time one of these young kids comes up, they got home run hitters, they got 5-tool players, and they got young players on this team. The Yankees right now are in a position where, they want to fire the manager, dude. And do you think that's like, do you think that's a plausible thing for Yankee fans to say, like firing Aaron Boone mid-season?
This is kind of my specialty here.
Okay, all right, then talk about it, man, because
the Boone is not the sole. Like the firing Boone and getting somebody new is not like the solution. And I've said this a bunch of times, but like it's the entire like whatever Yankee philosophy they have going on with the analytic department, with who they, their player development department, like all the angles of the team. There is a core issue, and it's the way they're doing things. Whatever that is, and like behind closed doors that they're doing things, that's the issue because it's been an issue for so long. If you look, I saw a post the other day on Twitter about the heads of each department have all been there for at least 25 years in every department or something along those lines. And it's like clearly something's not working when all these people have been here for this long and we haven't had much success in the last 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
So something needs to change. I don't think it's just Boone. I don't think it's just Cashman. I think it's either you clear house or you keep going.
Okay.
I don't think there's a one size fits all here.
Absolutely. But the Yankees are great for hanging on to people for a long time, like you said. I mean, that's a long time. I mean,
Cashman's been in the organization since like 87.
No,
like,
yeah. I mean, but you know what it is? I think the only positive to keeping Cashman around, I guess, is because he has his connections. I guess But what was the last great move Cashman ever made? Last move that he made to make this team good?
Last move. I mean, I think Hal was responsible for Judge. That wasn't even Cashman. I'd say Garrett Cole.
Okay.
And that was 2019, I think.
2019.
What about this offseason?
Yeah.
Well, I think he did a good job.
Bellinger, Freed,
Great move.
and Goldie. I mean,
they're moves that looked good, like when they were made.
Great moves. Yeah, that's a cool move. But like, great, franchise altering move. Garrett Cole.
Franchise altering.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say like big.
I agree.
Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
Gregorius.
What what about him? What about him? What about him? I mean,
I was actually gonna make a video of that.
Didi Gregorius is good, man.
After Derek Jeter.
Before that was
we know we're Didi Gregorius fans.
I'm a Didi Gregorius stan. I wish him well. But yeah, I think it was that Stanton in 18, Cole in 19.
Yeah.
Those two moves, changed the team.
Mm-hmm.
Those were, but then again, that's almost a decade ago at this point.
Now, I feel, we're going to go into the Mets in a couple minutes too but I feel like, there's a lot of analytics going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I it's very obvious with the Yankees.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a couple of weeks ago, when was it? When was the night that Bellinger hit those 3 home runs?
Oh, yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
All right. Now, I know it's a couple of weeks ago, but that's just something that sticks out to me. Is like, when you're putting your lineup together the next day. I mean, Cody Bellinger hit 3 home runs the next day. If I remember correctly, he was out of the lineup the next day.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Bellinger and Stanton are not in the lineup today, and we're a game and a half up in the wild card from not being a playoff spot.
That is ridiculous.
Just gotta let these guys hit.
This is like a feels like a normal thing as a Yankee fan. Like commonly, as a player starts to get hot, they seem to get benched the next day. I remember it happened. I think even with
Volpe had a little.
I think it happened to even DJ earlier in the year before he got drafted. He had hot stretch and then he got just benched one random day.
So I was listening to the Clint Frazier podcast. I know we all have feelings about Clint Frazier. I listened to the podcast the other day. He said the guy Boone is not the only person who's making a lot. Like Boone makes his lineup, the analytic department makes their lineup, and then they sit there and compare and try to hash it out what the actual lineup should be. So, like you said, analytics are becoming a big part, especially with the Yankees. They're the ones that are making the lineups, and I'm sure there's a game plan going into the game. Okay, if this lane comes up, this is the pitcher who's going in. It's not off field. It's not off, just seeing the situation. No baseball IQ involved. It's just pure statistics. What does the math tell us? And the math clearly isn't working if we're barely making a wild card spot at this point.
Math's not working. Like when you go for analytics, I know David Stern is a big analytics guy. It's like he picks up these 3 middle relievers and we have not one pitcher on the pitching rotation on the Mets that I trust in any situation. Every single one of us starters could blow up at any moment. None of these
He
pitchers.
said, I told you so.
What's that? No, you're right. No. I think you might have been
Clay
one. My
Holmes.
buddy said the same
Yeah,
thing.
you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clay Holmes.
But what if? All right. Well,
What you told you?
right. Let's stick with the Yankees here for a second because I want to make a point about this because I come from the era where I would watch it on TV. Billy Martin and Reggie Jackson would be rolling around on the fucking diamond if they Billy Martin wanted to take him out of the game, but Billy Martin ran the team. Davey Johnson ran the team. These managers back then, no matter what upstairs said, they made baseball decisions. It stopped. I don't know where, but I don't think there's any manager. I think managers right now are pretty much a figurehead for their organization. Because if let's just say Aaron Boone says that I want this person to be in the lineup tonight, and Levine calls him and says, no, listen, this is not the game plan. You take him out now. He's taking him out, dude. So, and I know I bring it back to analytics. If analytics was a thing, Aaron Boone, that home run that Aaron Boone hits, that one of the best in Yankees history, that never happens if it's analytics. That was a feeling that, hey, this guy might be able to get up and hit a home run. Yeah, because all that stuff that makes managers look like geniuses or makes them look like knowing their players is lost on analytics. You know what I'm trying to say?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, mouthpiece is if he's just the guy who takes the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
literally.
He's
Triple H.
Yeah, literally.
We're gonna get into wrestling definitely later. And Triple H is definitely a mouthpiece, dude. I don't care what you say. I read something on him today. I like Triple H, but to me it's kind of killing the game though a little bit, man. Because there's no feeling. There's no even if you're a kid and you've been around analytics for so long, you're gonna play and you're gonna think you're gonna say I'm probably not gonna be in the lineup tomorrow because I don't hit lefties well, or it's to a point where maybe you're not gonna get psyched up for that game because analytically you're just not gonna play on Tuesday, And what about the rotation as far as the Yankees? They're just like the Mets. I'm going to go into their rotation. They picked up these three guys, and all of a sudden, Yankee fans are like, all right, it's the promised land.
Listen, I mean, on paper, you got Duvall, Bednar, Weaver, Williams. These guys, this should be legit best bullpen in baseball. And you got Williams, who can't seem to get an out in a high leverage situation to save his life. Duvall does not look like himself like he was with the Giants. Bednar and Weaver look decent, but still, there's once every 5 outings, something goes wrong.
Yeah,
they're not nailed out. I know as a Yankees fan, we're used to seeing, Mariano is untouchable. The game was over. And now the game's not so over. It's not uncertain.
I know, Steve, you know what I'm talking about when there's a thing with it's mostly with pitchers. It happens when pitchers come to New York, or especially the Bronx. They just can't handle the big lights and the pressure. It always gets to them. It happened with Sonny Gray. Happened with Lance Lynn, even
Andrew Heaney. He turned into
Andrew Heaney.
I think that's a problem. If you're that you can't take the big lights of New York or Boston or Chicago. You'd rather go play in Arizona or something for a team that really doesn't care about their team that much by putting money into it. Just because you're afraid to pitch in New York. I mean, I think that's not cool, dude. I mean, you're a man.
On the Clint Frazier podcast again, he said they get media trained.
Yeah.
In spring training. If you're first 3 years in the league or first 3 years with the team, you're getting media trained, and they're putting you in a corner and asking you a bunch of crazy questions to see how you react and try to train you for what's going to happen during the season.
I guess. You would think that a lot of these young guys, they're superstars. They've been around the lights and the cameras their whole life. Even if they're from a small town in bumfuck Minnesota or something, they still got still their local hero if they go to the major leagues. If you go to the major leagues, you're the best player in your town. You're the best player in your county pretty much. Yep. And you got to be around local cameras. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think I think a lot of these guys
Joe Panic.
Yeah,
Joe Panic.
Joe Panic.
Joe Panic won a World Series, right?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
got a World Series, Joe.
Made that diving play.
Yeah, man.
All-Star too.
Absolutely.
Next year.
Yeah.
Not the same year. 2015.
So as far as all right, the Yankees right now, the way they are right now, do you think they can make the playoffs?
First round.
First round out?
Yeah.
Megley.
I think we'll sneak in.
I think we can make it because I think there will be a point even late into the season where we will have a little bounce back and we will gain a little momentum. I think we will make it to the playoffs.
No,
I don't think we are going to go for first round, but maybe.
I mean, this,
The AL is weak. We
Mhm.
all know this. So if we run into, I think the Toronto Blue Jays are frauds. So if we run into them, I don't think we're gonna have a problem beating them in the playoffs. Red Sox. It depends where the games
I would
are.
love a Red
And,
Sox series.
I don't think the Red Sox play well at Yankee Stadium, and I don't think the Yankees play well at Fenway. So
I would love that's a matchup in the playoffs I would love to see. Listen, I don't the Boston Red Sox, I think to me are kind of a sleeper to go to the World Series, I think, this year. I think they are.
I mean,
I'm
in
saying
the
it right now.
AL, In the AL,
In
definitely.
the AL.
Yeah, I mean,
No, dude, I'm a Met fan, so
I hate to say it. I think the Astros might be the team to go all the way. Hate to say it, but
Tigers. And then
Mariners.
no, I don't think the Mariners got it.
I mean, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. They don't really have
It would-
experience.
yeah, I
I
don't.
think it's the
They don't
Tigers
really
or
have
the
experience.
Astros.
Yeah.
well,
I
I got
think
all right.
they
I got a
should go
question
play.
about the Seattle Mariners then. Aaron Judge, clear best player in baseball. Clear best player in baseball. If he again continues to be an okay player as a DH, and what if Cal Raleigh hits 55 home runs? He's a catcher, and Seattle goes on to maybe not win the World Series, but they go on pretty far. Is Cal Raleigh the MVP, or is Aaron Judge still the LeBron James of major leagues? They just give it to him because he's supposed to be the best player, but where Cal Raleigh might have a better season than him.
Well, I mean,
You give a LeBron situation.
playoffs.
He hit a home
playoffs-
run last night that landed in my
never
backyard.
really- playoffs don't count towards MVP. They
No,
don't.
I understand that. But
So-
but I think though that Seattle team as a whole is like, I mean, he's killing it. He's a catcher. He's hitting home runs. I mean, that team as a whole, they have a good pitching staff and their lineup is good. But I don't know. I think that if he continues to be a catcher, how do you not give it to Cal Raleigh?
Because every offensive category other than home runs is pretty much led by Aaron Judge.
By
Is it
a
still?
good margin too.
By-
Okay.
We were going over it today. Yeah,
by at least 50 points and everything.
What's Aaron Judge's average right now?
Right now,
330, I think it
He's
was.
batting 330.
30 slugs is like another 50 points higher. His
Let me see
OPS
if I-
is like 150 points higher.
Let me see.
Okay.
He's
I
still in
had
another
the.
realm even at
do I
his
still have
slugs, too.
Me, just as an old baseball fan, sometimes I have a
Close it.
problem, kind of like if a person like Big Poppy got the MVP one year. He's a DH that year,
Judge's DH for a week.
but he was good. He was awesome. You're right, Jeff. You're right, dude. He was unstoppable. That year.
Otani DH won the MVP.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So
Just when you think about the most valuable player in baseball, I think he's got to do other things but hit.
So Judge is batting 330. Cal Raleigh's batting 247.
Okay, as a catcher.
Slugging Judge
Platinum
680.
glove catcher.
Cal Raleigh is slugging 593. OPS is Judge's 1.121. OPS for Cal Raleigh's 947.
Just the
Judge has
fact.
got a higher WAR.
All right,
I know they like that a lot.
all right.
I do get where you're coming from, but I say this all the time. The MVP is never really what it says. It's not the most. It never really goes to the most valuable player.
Mhm.
Because then, like a guy like Mike Trout wouldn't win an MVP because he's not like as good as he is. The Angels were always bad, and they were never succeeding. They were never going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And like
Lindor
and he
was
was the
one,
best. He was the best player in the league, but he wasn't the most valuable.
Right.
At the time.
True. Very
One
true.
Point is
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like a lot of the narrative around the narrative around the AL MVP is why Judge shouldn't win it versus I think it's inherently
Okay.
clear. If you're trying to make an argument why he shouldn't get it, he probably should get it.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because in other words, we're looking for reasons not to
Looking
give it
for
to him.
reasons not to give it.
Cal,
to him.
Cal Raleigh's a
I mean,
hell of
for
a
reasons-
player, but I mean, Judge, just with the start of the season he had,
Mhm.
with those numbers, I mean, we haven't seen that since Barry Bonds, really.
Yeah.
Like, so like that, even with how much he's been slumping, like he's still at this high level. His still numbers at this level. Like, I think we were looking. I don't remember how recent it was. It might have been his last 30 games. Judge is batting like 257.
Okay.
But Cal Riley's batting average in general is 247.
True.
Judge is still doing better. That's his slumping.
Okay.
Per se. And he was still had 1,000 OPS in
Okay.
that range too.
All right. Well, look, I'm not. I might seem like I'm picking on Aaron Judge.
No,
I'm not picking on him. I just, when you're that guy, I mean, I don't know, just the DH thing. If he goes out there, he's a great outfielder, dude. He's not a bad outfielder. He's not a really good fielder. They only dropped that ball in the outfield. But anyway,
It's been
Yeah.
1 week of DHing. He's done.
No, I understand that. I understand, but is that going to be the norm? Because do you want to put him out there and risk him getting hurt again? Think so?
Yeah, no, because
Stanton's out there.
He's been out there. Yeah.
If Stanton's getting some reps, then you got to
my
get judged.
God.
He might be one of the worst fielders ever. He's like Soto. Like Soto's one of the worst fielders. All that guy does, he just gets to go out there, hit home runs, and look handsome. That's all he does.
He's so slow out there.
Oh,
He
he's jacked, that guy.
occasionally can make a play, but he's just so slow to the ball where it just like it just puts him out of the play in general.
He's so good. Like he'll go out there sometimes. He'll jog to like first base, like completely not doing anything, and like he'll just go right back next game. They won't bench him or nothing. Just go in there and hit. They're probably all afraid of him. Wasn't one of the players? Was it Josh Hader or something that his wife dated Stanton?
No, it was Bellinger. Teammate.
Could you imagine that?
Fellow
Like
outfielder.
you imagine like this is your ex-boyfriend. No,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
you gotta follow that guy.
They meet up in their outfield huddle. They're like, so, what's you like?
What's up? This is my ex.
Yeah, it's like, damn, man. See, at least I'm funny, I guess, right? Yeah, baseball right now is at a point where the Mets and the Yankees are both going to kind of like they're gonna eke into the playoffs, even if they do, because we're going to the Mets now. I mean, what happened to the Mets now? I mean, they got the kid came in and pitched today, right? The new
Well, they won today. I mean,
they did
had a
win.
Great game today. Nolan McQueen, he's here to save the season.
Okay,
He really is. He's the first starting pitcher, other than David Peterson, to go past 5 innings in like
Come
I
close.
think it's like 2 months.
Okay,
And I don't know. And then we hit good today. I think we'll be fine. I think we still have a bunch of games against the Phillies.
right.
We're still not too far against them. I think they might have lost today against the Nationals. I know they were losing.
Okay,
So I think we'll be fine. I think we still have a chance to win the division. And we've just been really streaky. So if we just go on a hot streak at
Yeah.
the right time, I mean, I think we can go far.
but Abe,
Really.
what drove me nuts the other night is how the hell do you hit 4 home runs, you score all these runs, everybody in the lineup gets a hit, and you lose the game?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't even been watching because it's been so
That's
pathetic.
what you guys whisper about over
I'll
there.
say, Judge just had an RBI double. Just wanted to put that.
Whatever, dude. That's good. No, I'm glad. I'm happy for him. You know what it is? It would be so much easier to me to hate on him if he was a jerk. But but the guy is just like he's not capable of
No,
doing
he's a great
anything
guy.
bad. You know what I mean? Or saying anything bad.
Unlike the DH for the LA Dodgers. That guy, he's getting into some trouble.
Who?
Ohtani.
Oh, with this what is it?
Let's talk about that for a second.
I didn't mean to.
No. I want to talk about that. Go ahead, Steve. Why do you think he's going to be in a lot of trouble for that?
I mean, it seems like he can't keep his head out of.
Explain
that
what's
situation.
explain what's going on with
I don't even know what's
Ohtani.
going on.
So he had gotten himself in some trouble with not only interpreter early in the year with the betting stuff, but I think there's something going on now, legal troubles with something. There was a property in Hawaii that
Yes.
he was interested in, and he had gone through some, shady maneuvers to try to make sure the price went up or something along those lines so he could make a profit.
From what I
I
understand,
don't know if that's really the truth.
no, from what I understand, that you're pretty much right. From what I understand, he wanted this house really bad, and he says, "I'm gonna get it," and whoever's, I don't care. He pretty much pushed everybody else out and didn't allow anybody to put a bid on this house because he's Shohei Ohtani. He wanted it. Now that goes back to everybody. That goes back to a personality trait of people that they think they could do whatever they want, right? Okay. Now everybody talking about how Ohtani had nothing to do with this betting scandal. Again, I still think that's bullshit. I still think that. Again, I'm going to go through that story about your friend. You have your friend your whole life, man. Take the fall for me. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's ways that he could put money in the guy's account, but I think Shohei Ohtani is like this squeaky clean guy in the public, but maybe he is a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
He's like Gus Frank.
Is that Gus Frank?
Unless something comes out, you don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know, but
yeah,
I mean, obviously he's a great baseball player,
he is.
but who knows? Something comes out and he's got to,
Yeah.
take some time off. We'll know why. And we'll get it.
Baseball will protect him, for as long as even if it is true or not. So, they're going to bury that story just like they buried the that gambling story too. So
First time was sus. Second time.
Yeah, now that's two.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when you think about it too, like that's something, and then even if it's something little like out of character, because they talk about him maybe this, like I said, this squeaky clean image. He does nothing wrong, but he fucks up here and there, maybe, I don't know. That's going to come back to haunt him. Haunt him, that betting thing. I mean, he's got so much money now, man. They're going to be looking at him for everything, you know. And look about this other kid too. What about this Clase from Cleveland? What do you think about that?
There's another
Another
guy on the Guardians.
as well.
Right.
And it was like the same thing because my brother he showed me a video, and it was believed to be like one of the specific pitches that was like gambled on, because like they found that pitch was like bet, a large amount of money was bet on it, and the ball both times from like both pitches, Class A and this other guy, was like balls were just first pitch of the inning just spiked into the ground.
Right. It's because that's what, from what I understand, that's what they were betting on, first pitch strikes. You know, and how like I was thinking the other day about this. You know, everybody for so many years, you know, you go to a bookie and you gamble. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you get your legs broken. You know, it's like death could happen if you don't pay your money back, you know. But now everything's on the internet. You got FanDuel, you got all these sites. Like you could go in there and open up an account under a different name, maybe, or somebody else's social security number, or like what percentage of these professional athletes do you think that are actually gambling? And look, Ohtani's different. He's a multi-gazillionaire. But what about these like players that are like, you know, coming in, like, you know, they just get it from the minors, or like, and they say, open up this account for me. Like, I'm going to get some information. Or if I get my first start, like, you know, I'm going to throw my first pitch going to be a ball. Like these little, like, you know, like guys that just got into the major leagues, or, you know, the 25th man on the roster. It's so easy to manipulate. I think these online betting
easier than like, I mean, it seems so easy. Like it doesn't seem hard. I feel like a lot of people have to be doing that, right? I mean,
I would assume so.
Just
Yeah.
Get a friend to do it for you.
Yeah.
And like you said, they were betting on first pitch strikes.
Yes.
So like that's, I guess, like the smallest effect.
If you're a pitcher, you can easily rig that.
Just like throw a curveball into the dirt, like it's so easily, and that's not like a high effect on the game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It was the same thing with that kid from the Portland Trailblazers this year. He was like the 7th or 8th man. He'd occasionally get in, but they were betting on him, his over under on points, and it was really low. So it was really, nobody was really looking at it. But like, you know, he would miss his last shot on purpose or whatever, but he would always get either one above or one below his over under for points for the night. That's so obvious that, you know, he got caught. I forgot his name. He wasn't like a big star, but
I think I remember, because I think I learned about that.
I think there's got to be.
I just don't remember his name either.
yeah,
There's got to be a bunch of people doing it.
yeah, I know. I mean, you know, maybe Francisco Lindor's got to open up an account or something and bet them to win games or something. But back to the Mets for a second.
No, he's been hot recently.
Yeah,
He's been hot, and Soto's been hot.
he has.
But our starting pitching still sucks.
Well, our starting pitching and our relief pitching. I mean,
there's so much pressure on the relief pitching because just the starting pitching is just so bad. Like they can't get past the fifth inning.
Yeah,
like it's just outrageous. Like you're not gonna win games if you can't do that.
How do you guys feel about this? I was listening to somebody say it the other day. Baseball in the next couple of years might be completely changing because of the fact that pitchers can't get past the fifth inning, or, you know, 300 wins. No one's ever going to get 300 wins as a pitcher anymore. That's gone. So they're talking about how, you know, analytically, they're going to go with these closers. They're going to start with a starter or whatever it is when they start with an opener. I guess opener makes sense. But they say that baseball is going to go more of a way of an opener and maybe have 9 or 10 starters on a team and maybe do a 2-pitch game, like 4 innings for one, 5 innings for the other. They're saying that baseball is going to kind of change that way, and because the pitchers aren't strong enough to go past the fifth inning. Now that's going to really change baseball, and that's going to change baseball for young men who are coming up and playing baseball too. Jeff, you're a pitcher, let's just say your focus was, I'm going to be a Major League Baseball player, right? And you're a pitcher. Like your focus right now might be switching up a little bit to the fact, like, I don't know if I'm going to be a starter because a reliever might be the way to go because of the way baseball is changing. Like, how do you feel about the way pitching is done in major leagues right now? And you think that that's the way it's going?
I honestly, so like you have things like the automatic strike zone that I really, really like as a pitcher too, because like sometimes it's just those ones that you think you absolutely got on the outside corner of the plate, and it's frustrating when an umpire's calling the ball.
Yeah.
But like the starter reliever thing, I think we will end up with 10 starters on a team.
Okay.
Like 5 and 4, because it's really hard to find a guy right now. It feels like that's good for just one inning.
Right.
Like you have the deeper you get into your bullpen, the worse it's gonna get.
And they say, I was listening to something the other day that was saying that the guys that are coming up through AA, AAA
Mhm.
aren't facing good arms.
Right.
Like, there's a lack of good arms throughout the minor leagues, like as a whole compared to bats. And that's why a lot of these rookies, when they come up, are struggling because they're seeing higher velocities and just way better pitching compared to what they've been seeing. And then for the guys that have been in the league, the top pitching is the only thing that they really are.
Yeah.
Schoolboys and those upper echelon pace.
It's just crazy to me, like, because the way it's just the time frame of pitchers pitching into like the 7th and 8th inning, and the time frame now is the 5th inning, and I don't know, maybe it's something that's going on when they're younger or something going on in college. I don't know, man. I just don't. There's going to be definitely a switch in the way baseball is being played, and I don't know if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't know. It's definitely something that has to be done because when the Mets I have zero faith in the Mets winning a baseball game past if they're losing past the 3rd inning. Even if the pitcher is pitching well, I know that every single person in that bullpen is going to give up a home run. And we're talking about the Mets. I fucking hate the Mets right now. So I don't know if you guys we could talk about wrestling a little while, but I'm getting madder and madder talking about the Mets. It's because it's the pitching. And why could Bob Gibson pitch? I'm trying to think. I'm fumbling on my words here because. Why can Bob Gibson back in 1960 something? Why can he pitch a complete game in the playoffs and then come in the next day and pitch 6 innings in a World Series game to win the World Series? And it's 30 years or 40 years after that, and pitchers can't even go past the 3rd inning. It really doesn't seem like it's that far, in conditioning. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think part of it is the fact that the amount of stress these guys are putting on their arms throwing 100 miles an hour. I mean, all these starting pitchers are throwing 98, 99 when they used to only throw.
Yeah.
92, 94 only 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think the amount of stress they're putting on their arm is making it so that as the season progresses, their stuff's not moving as much. Their velos are down. So guys are just killing them.
Yeah.
And that's what you saw with both the Yankees and the Mets. Their starting pitching and their relievers are getting crushed because, I mean, I don't know the exact statistics, but I bet you that all the velos are down because the season progressed and their arms are more taxed.
And there's just too many injuries nowadays too.
And that's
Because of that. Yeah, exactly. Like it's just
I was watching a video the other day. You guys remember Greg Maddux, right? Greg Maddux to me is probably maybe the top 3 greatest pitchers of all time. Just the way I look at pitching, whatever. I was watching a video of him the other day, and he was talking about an arbitrary at bat during the season against Detroit. No, I'm sorry, it was against the Astros. It was against Craig Biggio. So it was just a normal game. They were up 8-0. So Maddux is pitching to him, and this is almost his MVP season. So he was just hitting everything. So he pitches first pitch, second pitch. It's what is it? He said it's 0-2. All right. So he says he's expecting a pitch, so he serves him up the pitch on the outside. Boom. Biggio hits the ball because he expected it. Okay. Hits a home run. Catcher comes up to him and says to him, he says, why'd you serve the ball to him like that? He's like, we're winning 8-0. He's like, what's it going to do to us? It's 8-1 now. He's like, you'll see. So they knew they were going to meet them in the playoffs because Astros were great that year. So they met them. Astros were in the National League at the time. So they're in the playoffs, and Biggio was up again. I forgot what game it was. Same pitching, same pitches. Okay. So, but this time, instead of serving him up the inside pitch, Maddux throws him a changeup and completely fucks up his game because memory says Biggio said that he's going to throw me that same pitch that he threw me on those same 2 pitches. So instead of, Biggio thinking that, I'm going to throw him that pitch that I should have thrown him and struck him out, and they won the fucking game. So the point I'm making is, do pitchers think like that today as opposed to like what are they going to do? Are they thinking the middle of a game as a stupid at bat against somebody where I know that this hitter is going to see me in a couple of months in a bigger spot and I'm going to throw him something different just to fuck him up? Do pitchers think like that these days? No?
Absolutely not. Half the time, I don't even know who's in the box. But that's different at the college level.
Yeah.
Just throw.
Just get up there and just throw.
And hope they get out.
I think at the major league level, it's a little different now just because of how analytical it is. Not that the coaches are calling the games, but these guys have, such long and complex game plans that they try to stick to. So I feel like it takes a lot of the thinking out of it. And they're not really, tumbling pitches and, trying to math their way out of it. They're just listening to what they're told to do.
It's you know,
Back to analytics.
right. And same thing. I saw a video about Barry Bonds the other day. Barry Bonds is another one. Barry Bonds was going up against who's that maniac from the Dodgers back in the day? I don't know. He had a like 107-mile fastball. He said he got up to bat with him. He said he threw him an inside fastball first pitch. He says he didn't care what it was. He was swinging. He was hitting as far as he could. Threw him 2 inside pitches and did the same thing. Hit it like 600 feet foul. He said he knew that third pitch was going to be a little bit outside. He said he didn't move and he swung. That next pitch was right down the middle because he didn't want to hit him, throw him on the inside. And Bonds hit a 500-foot home run to win the game. It's just thinking about what people are going to be doing as opposed to, are you really going to throw me that pitch or not? You know, a lot of thought being involved in that. Just I thought I'd throw it out to you guys because you guys are still playing baseball at the time, you know. So, but anyway, Yankees and Mets. We could go into the Mets. Aid. What do you think the Mets are going to do, buddy? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs, dude? We're going to talk about wrestling in a couple minutes. That's what we're really there for.
It just depends on if we go on a streak or not.
Okay.
I mean, we have a bunch of games coming up against the Phillies. If we're
Yes.
hot against the Phillies, then I think we have a chance to actually do something. But I mean, it's what are we 6 games out
Yes.
against the Phillies right now?
Yep.
I mean, it could be way worse. I mean, we just lost 9 of our last 10. Like we could be all the way out of it. I mean, I know we're in the middle of August right now and it's getting late, so we need to wake up soon. I mean, hopefully today was with Nolan McLean coming in.
Yeah.
And as a rookie and being able to do that and being able to show the starting pitchers that, hey, I can go past 5 innings. I can go into the 5th inning as a rookie, as my first start in a packed City Field and not feel any pressure with like over 7 strikeouts, then you should be able to do it too.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
I think in the long run we'll be fine, but it's just so easy as a Met fan to say season is over when it really isn't. But it's definitely pretty good.
I hear you. Well, you know, right now both of our teams are sucking. You know, and hopefully they'll both get better, and maybe we'll still meet in the World Series. You never know. All right.
Neither teams are making it.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Doors
Let's
waking
do
up.
it.
Soto's waking up.
Thanks, Jeff. I think both teams are going to wake up eventually too. We're going to see them in the playoffs, but have a little more gauge in a couple weeks of how they're really actually going to do.
Yeah.
All right, listen up tonight. All right, this is what